good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all indeed? What's up with everybody? What's good with y'all, man? What's good? What's good? Indubitably indeed. If you're new, welcome, welcome. If you're not, still welcome, welcome. What's up with y'all, man? What's good, man? What's good with y'all indubitably? If you are new, welcome, welcome. What's good with y'all, man? What is good indubitably? Yo, what's up, King? What is good? What's good? If you are new, welcome, welcome. But even if you're not, still welcome, welcome. I had to get like a feel for what I was trying to do on this first page. What's up with everybody though, man? Welcome, welcome. This first page, I got like a rough idea for everything that I want to have on here at first. So hey, just bear with me for a second. It's gonna be kind of experimental, but I did want to do something that was more grounded in a certain anime. Something that I've kind of like been doing more of. But as I was saying before, I just bear with me on this first one. You'll see what you cook up. Yo, what's up, man? What's good indubitably. This one's gonna be interesting for sure. It's gonna be kind of grounded in some stuff that I've done a little bit of recently. But yeah, man, what's good indubitably? What is good indubitably indeed? You sell us me, Audrey. What's up? What's up? You ever had your Philly cheesesteak dip? Nah. Yo, what's up, chicken? Nah, I've never had a Philly cheesesteak. I don't think. Not recently, at least. If I have, it's been like a minute. But nah, I haven't really had a Philly cheesesteak. It was one day that I was drawing a capybara, man, and it was like for the one time I sat there and I made this drawing. It was more custom, but it was this little capybara character that me and the chat designed. It's been a minute now. You said, well, okay, bro, fell on. Man, it's been a little minute. It's been a little minute something like a custom character. It's definitely been a little minute. You went to Aberdeen and hey, that's what's up, man. As I was saying before, this little character right here, whomever this may be, and you say crab is pretty high. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, big country? You said the Spider-Man meme. Nah, it ain't like this one, believe it or not, man. It isn't really grounded in Spider-Man. I've done some things. I've done a couple of pages where it had that like Spider-Man-esque, but nah, that's not really what I was going for. It's a Pokemon. That ain't really a bad guess either, man. But no, this one is grounded in the anime. You had a patty melt today, and it was awesome. That's definitely what's up, man. It's definitely what's good indeed. That's also a little bit random. It's very random indeed. It's Suki. Nah, you say you ate some crab. Yeah, those are some pretty solid guesses, but no, that's not really what's going on here. This one really has nothing to do with food. If I had to say, like, if I had to categorize it, it's not really food at all. Once I get some more, you said, bro, still haven't drawn Huggy. Yeah. It's a couple of little characters I've yet to do. Gara? No. It's a couple of little characters that I've just yet to do. Like I said, though, whenever the vibe is right, whenever I get a feel for it, maybe. But, like, I got to personally fill it out before I, like, jump. You said it's a Pokemon? No, probably Invincible. Nah. He's not a Pokemon at all. Once you see, bro, you said, remember me? Tell me what was the last thing that I drew whenever you was in here. What was the last thing that I drew whenever you was in here? Let me see. See, from Naruto. Potentially, yeah. I'm the Diddy man. But that could mean anything, bruh. That could mean anything. What did I draw when you was in here? You remember me? I'm gonna play the last game of Warzone. I'm gonna be more active. Yo, Warzone right now. Spider-Man meme. Nah, that ain't what this is. Seeing June, I was in there with Spider-Man. Your favorite mod is here. What's up, G? You still trying to like self-elect? You still trying to self-elect? That was 2 months ago. Yeah. But you still not telling me what was the last thing that I drew when you was in here. Yo, what's up, Cozy? Man, you over here, you said win mod, Unc. I gotta see. So you doing one night off and one on now? Not necessarily. I had some stuff come up the other night. Usually I get on every single night. Like I said, I had some other stuff I wanted to take care of. He said, "Yo, what's up, Culture?" He said, "When is the mod rolling out, bruh?" It's a couple of y'all that's been asking me. I remember we talked about Diddy. Okay. He's gonna draw the Hulk. No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. Man, I'm not really doing anything that's more. Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, hey, I'll consider it. I'm playing a new game mode right now. Launch Squad and finna drop in with your loadout. Yeah, bro. I haven't touched Warzone in like so long. I won't even lie. Warzone is crazy. But I haven't really just immersed myself in it the way that I once was. I played a little bit like the old Warzone, but the new stuff, I'm surprised you haven't said younger in Inevitable. You said, yeah, Fortnite. How did you know you can do this? You gotta just draw. You gotta draw and you gotta draw a lot. But I ain't really got kind of going back to what I was originally saying, like you said I'm low key butt now. I mean, but hey, it's all good. Like if you just halfway enjoy the game. I feel like if you own it and you genuinely enjoying it, that's a solid experience. But it just if it gets to the point to where it's kind of like it's miserable to play, then that's whenever it's more annoying, you know. That's never it's not even like a pleasant experience, man. It's not even like a fun, a little good game. Just shout out to the love of the game. I'll be doo-doo mod because I'm usually doing homework on live anyway. Warzone isn't what it was. I think that it just, bro, the last time that I was on, it got like infested with hackers, bro. Now, I mean, they might have took care of it. It might not be as bad as it once was, but the last time that I really was trying to play, it had like an obvious hacking problem. Dudes was on there with super gaming chairs, bro. Don't do anything you don't enjoy. Black Clover, no, it's still like that. Like it's a regular thing. Nah, but I was kind of just like, you know, I slowed up with it because, like I said, it got to the point to where you was either playing with people that didn't touch grass, or it was like genuinely it would be feeds over there, man, real deal feeds. A little more casual, yeah. Like if you just want something that's more casual, I can see where it might get a little bit rough. Like if you're not on there, I'm playing against people that haven't touched grass in years. That's how it seems sometimes, though. Seriously. You playing against the real fiends. The real fiends. Not even halfway. The real fiends. People that be on there. They life is on the line when they be on there, man. But yeah, that's how it was. I mean, they might some dudes gotta take a break from the game. Some of them might, yeah, I said that it was hackers, but they might not even not have been hackers. They might have been just really good. I'm leaning more towards hackers though, because I swear it was a minute with Warzone 1.0 where I swear it was like an infestation. Dudes, like, I mean, you know, when people are good, that's one thing. Like when you playing against somebody that's clearly skillful, like, all right, I'll take it. But bro, when you playing against somebody that's kind of questionable what they doing. Oh, yo, thank you for the heart me too, country. Do I be playing? I was way back 10 years ago. I'm trying to hang with the boys. Yeah, so I'm saying, like, you just trying to get on and just enjoy life. Like, I'm not really trying to get on it. Like, I'm not really trying to always throw off the chat on there. Yeah. So it's a smart decision. That's a wise decision for sure. But I don't think, honestly, I'm trying to upgrade new guns too. It's extra hard. I think that, like, this is kind of dry. I don't think that the chat is as bad as it probably was a couple years ago. I think they've cracked down a lot on it. The last time I was playing, they was really banning people for real. If you say anything out of line, you were getting gone, packed up immediately. I think on PlayStation, if you say anything remotely, if you say anything that's remotely pushing it, you're gone. Like dudes is there trying to rage bait you into saying something crazy. And the moment you do, they're gonna report you and they're gonna like, I don't know if they will voice ban you or what, but you wouldn't be able to just be on there chatting with people no more. 20 years ago it was a nightmare. I mean, yeah, but I mean they've gotten a lot better with moderation. You said I'd be doing that. Yeah, like you send somebody like, yo, if you playing a certain way, and you sitting there like if you farming a reaction, it gets to the point to where sometimes you say wish somebody would immediately reporting them. Sit there farming reactions. But yeah, man, I know things have since changed. Things have definitely since changed. I was hitting them with enjoy your vacation. I was never really a PlayStation guy, but I know that happened a lot on PlayStation too. For me, I was always on Xbox, but I've gotten some crazy messages before on Xbox. I know I played a lot of GTA. I played COD too, but I played more GTA whenever I really was on the game. I had somebody met like people messaging you your address or messaging you stuff they probably shouldn't just know. Stuff get crazy, man. It's no joke. I mean, it's just a game, but some people take it really seriously. Dude's gonna message you your whole social security number and all that, man. Did you learn or did you just your address? Yeah, they sent me my address. They would do that. Either they'll send you your address, or they'll like completely fry your internet. That's happened to me before. Luckily, it wasn't for that long, but like it was like a nice it was a long enough time. Whenever my internet went down, it gives you time to reflect. Like some of the times I got booted, I genuinely didn't do anything though. It was kind of just bad play. It was like wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? Like you be in the party with the wrong person, they just tripping. They just start like frying people's internets. Got to watch out who you arguing with. Yeah, definitely do. But it's been a couple situations where I done been in some Xbox chats I probably shouldn't have even been in, bro. But kind of just you in the call, so you catching when stuff really hits the fan and people get angry, bro. Sometimes you just a victim of circumstance, and you in the chat with your people, and because you in proximity, you need a little break from the game, booted instantly. Nah, it was never like that for me, bro. I just remember one day I was on the game and my little brother was like, "Yo, what's going on with the internet, bro?" And I just was like, "Shoot, I don't even know." My brother, he was like, I think he was on like Roblox or something. Man, stuff started messing up too. The whole call packed up. Facts. That's what I'm saying. You a victim of circumstance. Yeah, it's kind of like I probably shouldn't have been. I shouldn't have been in the Xbox party. But like everybody packed up. Facts. It's like it's a whole wipe. Everybody's going down. Looks like Sasuke. You think this one is Sasuke? The whole like like everybody is going down. The whole chat. We guilty by association. Facts. Like dudes, and what's crazy is that's really a federal crime, and people will really sit up and like fry your internet. People will like for real. Happened to me once. Was mad because I knew why. Yeah, I mean like, if you genuinely, it's been times where I was like doing some BS on the game. Like I was playing a certain way that would low key. The reaction was somewhat justified. I done been doing some dumb stuff on the game before. Like who hasn't, right? Like you trolling, you rage baiting, you doing whatever you're doing. But like, bruh, stuff get real whenever the internet go down. Luckily wasn't nothing serious happening. But as one of y'all mentioned earlier in the chat, you got to really watch who you argue it on the game. I don't really know if it's as bad now as what it once was, but he can shot from every single angle. Yeah. If you want COD, that sounds about COD. If you haven't, you're not gaming right for sure. Can I draw your profile? No. But guilty by association. That's what I'm saying, bro. Guilty by association. Yo, what's up, Miss Dawson? Sometimes whenever the ship is going down, bro, you just, I don't know. You just wrong place, wrong time. Your internet's cooked too. You said no. Nah, I'm not even gonna play like no. Because if I sit up and entertain that, I gotta entertain everybody else that also ask me to. But thank you for the heart me too, Lusty. I wasn't trying to be a bum though, to Buddy. It wasn't personal. Who you drawing right now? You gotta guess. You got to guess. When I was little, I tried being as nice as possible. Somebody didn't say my address. I mean, bro, look, I'm gonna put it like this, man. As I said before, sometimes you genuinely could be minding your business, and just because somebody else is tripping, you gonna get caught up in the storm. Somebody else could be tripping. And anime, yeah. Go watch every night after Hooper. I appreciate it, Hooper. But bro, you could do everything right. Sometimes you just wrong place, wrong time, your internet is cooked. It's over. It's done. It's absolutely done. Wrong place, wrong time, your stuff is fried. Wrong. Now, literally, I was on 2X getting on. They knew every angle. That's legit. Yo, thank you, man. That's what I'm saying, bro. Sometimes you win some. Sometimes and you lose some. Sometimes you genuinely win some, and sometimes you genuinely. You gotta just recognize when your time has come. You gotta really recognize when your time has come for real. Indubitably. As I was saying before, I look back I look back on those times with fondness though. They made the experience. Is that a pen from like a big brand? No, it's a regular pen. How long you been drawing for? I've been drawing on and off for my whole life, but this wasn't something that I discovered I could do until like 2024. But I was looking at like a reference picture too, by the way. It wasn't like just completely off of the cranium. Low key, I think it's time to hang up the controller. I I think that like personally, bro, I can't do it no more. But I say if you can like find a way to enjoy it, I just say do you, bro. But the way that like console prices are going up and stuff, I think that you might as well just get a computer or build one. By the time you spend $1,000 on an Xbox or a PlayStation, like you might as well just get like a computer. And well, you don't even got to worry about PS Plus or Xbox Gold, none of that. I don't even know if it's still a thing. I ain't touched my Xbox in eons, bro. Like, it feels like it's been centuries. That's probably like super dust on my stuff. I'm sitting there drawing too crazy work. I'm telling you, do you only mess with ink or have you tried acrylic markers? I usually mess with ink the most. That's like my go-to. You kind of just catch a little vibe and you do you, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's a rite of passage, bro. I feel like everybody goes through something similar to that on console. You can't even no more. RAM and CPU prices absolutely skyrocketing. You can't build a PC no more. Yeah, that's what I hear. But I'm just saying, by the time you put together that $1,000 for that console, bro, because that the AI stuff, the AI demand, the the AI supply and demand, it's definitely going up like a lot. I seen something how like people like there were like it's like a lot of companies that were considering trying to like rent out like rent out computers and stuff, bro. It's very dystopian. It's very dystopian. It's about a ban for a CPU and a RAM stick and storage. You can't even do anything with that alone. Yeah, it's gonna cost stuff. Everything is going up. Everything is going up. Honestly, if you managed to like build one before all this stuff hit the fan, you got extremely lucky. I didn't build one either, so I'm gonna kind of have to like lock in too. I've been kind of getting by. I don't really like game anymore. But if I were to game, you got to put together like something that can really handle the workload. That way your little stuff don't blow up on you or catch on fire. I remember like seeing people's PlayStations and stuff, like being in a call with somebody on the PlayStation. Like this is the older PlayStation though, not even the 5. I don't really know how the 5 holds up. Probably RAM went up due to AI servers. Yeah, it's a high demand. Like they need a lot of RAM, and they was like buying them up in bulk for the data centers. But yeah, it's probably gonna keep on going up too. Not even gonna lie. Yeah, it did. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's gonna increase. I hate AI, bro. How do you draw the hand so well? You get better through practice. I love my PS5, but I hated the PS4. I can see it. I have a love-hate relationship with AI. I don't like it's a mess, bro. It's a mess. The data centers are cooking everybody. It isn't just the RAM. It isn't just the RAM. But that's definitely crazy. The gamers, hey, you can't even halfway game no more. I don't like AI art, but all the research stuff ain't too bad. That's what I'm saying. There's like a lot of just quality of life things that it certainly makes easier, but I don't like the idea of people in the creative fields getting like optimized and just completely pushed out of whatever they're trying to do. I'm too broke. I'm a Switch warrior. I mean, bro, you doing what you gotta do though. If that's what you got, that's what you got. If that's just your thing, that's ain't nothing wrong with that. I had a Switch too for a minute. I didn't really get into the Switch like that though. The Switch was cool, but the most that I'll play on the Switch was maybe like Mario Kart or something. But I low key I wasn't really interested that much in the newer gen consoles. $300 minimum. Yeah, kind of how you were just telling me, man. With the RAM and stuff going up, it's probably only gonna keep on going up too. It's probably going to keep on going up. It's just like rite of passage. What the freak I left like 30 minutes ago? It hasn't been 30 minutes. It's only been like 19-ish. That's what you did. It has not been 30 minutes. 30 minutes is a stretch. 30 minutes is a stretch. It hasn't been that long. It's been a smooth 20 at most. Yo, can people start? Oh yeah, kind of how Big Bug said. If y'all enjoy what y'all seeing, definitely like this up. If you enjoying the whole process, bruh. Lock in, lock in. If you like what you see, you messing with the vision, bruh. Definitely, it helps a lot. Definitely, you seeing the vision, Brody. Hang on, I gotta like slow down for a second. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Okay, now that part's always dangerous. That part's always dangerous. Doing that, I still got to go through it. I'm gonna add his little like signature marks around. I think they're called the Tomo, the Tomoe. And the Switch, you got to do some decent games on it. It's not good enough processing power. I mean, it's a little handheld though, you know. I mean, you can't. It's not gonna be like a jet engine, bro. It's a little device. That would have to be some type of like crazy computing miracle. I think that for what it is though, it's pretty solid. It got some games on it that I would have never imagined a Switch would have been able to handle. Gotta lock in. The Steam Deck run good, but it's essentially just a PC. Ain't that a handheld too? I've never really like messed with a Steam Deck like that. But I've definitely used Steam before. It's just kind of like anything after that kind of slip away. Switch shooters glorified. Steam Deck with Pokemon. But ain't it like a lot more restricted though? Like Nintendo, the way that I seen somehow it's like you don't really have that same level of freedom that you would get with an actual Steam Deck. Yo, thank you for the heart, me too, Gunner. It's like a lot more restricted. What's good, indubitably, man. What's good. Like you don't get that same. I like Pokemon a lot, but like I Splatoon 2 and 3 on my 4-year-old Switch. And make this to where it's nice and it's angled. I do miss my 3DS XL. It was the best console I ever had. I ain't gonna lie, the DS, bro, the DS was really solid. It was absolutely a goated console. You had to like be in the know for that. I like it. I low key. I think that I'm in between the DS and the PSP, but I think I lean more towards the DS over the PSP, bro. As insane as that might seem, I think that the DS might have been a little bit better than the PSP. Like when you just think about all the games, it didn't. I don't think that the PSP was a generational little console too, though. It was a really good console. I like them both. I just like the handheld aspect of it. It didn't seem like it was too restrictive. Vita was good, but low games. I didn't really end up getting a Vita. I remember whenever it dropped and it had a lot of hype around it, but I didn't really experiment too much with the Vita like that. By the time the Vita dropped, I feel like I got my Xbox One. I don't remember. It's been so long. It's been so long to where it's like, hey. Feels like it was forever ago, but it wasn't. I remember seeing the PS Vitas in Target, I believe. That was not, what was it, like 10-ish years ago or something? Doesn't seem like it was that long. The PS Vita. Only the OGs had the DSi Lite. Dang, the Lite is where you started. I had the original, like I started on the like OG DS, like the DS, not even the XL, not even the Lite. No, like genuine DS, bro. Like that was like the absolute start. That was the beginning. It's new gen people, bro. I swear. You seen the Steam machine stuff? It's supposed to overtake other consoles because of pricing. Really, honestly, whether I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't really kept up too much with the gaming scene at all. Like I haven't really been as tapped in as I once was. Like I've been putting everything on GTA 6. If GTA 6 is garbage, I might low-key just never play the game ever again. Especially with just RAM and stuff. There's nothing that I just immediately really want at all. Either that I'm like move backwards with the consoles and just gaming. Experience maybe some games I never played before. Some little sleeper bangers. There hasn't really been too much to where I'm just really enthused to experience. I heard about Elden Ring. I ended up liking Skyrim a lot, so I definitely heard about Elden Ring. So I was kind of waiting a little bit to experience that. Elden Ring. Hey, it was some God of War games too. Maybe eventually some of the PlayStation exclusives. I was like a diehard Xbox guy growing up. But like low key now, I don't even see the incentive behind buying an Xbox, bro. Like, why would you? No, hey, bro. Like, I used to be a. The way that I just said that, I don't think y'all understand the magnitude of what that means for me. Like, I was like a diehard Xbox guy, but the me now, I don't even see the incentive at all. You should play Sekiro Shadow. Binding of Isaac is a good one, or it's a good time burner. I started on my dad's old Atari, then got a Wii, and your DSi Lite, and upgraded since. Never. Yeah, I never would have imagined I would say I would probably buy a PS5 over an Xbox, but I can't rationalize. Never had an Xbox. So you never, bro. You didn't really. So was you like a gamer, or was you like completely just living life to the maximum? No game, just straight up life. Straight up life. No nothing. Straight up like one shirt to PC. I can respect that jump though, because it's like if you started with PC, you probably can't even fathom the restrictions of being on a console. And you can never really understand that until, even if you get like a little glimpse of what's there, you have like a lot more range to just do whatever you want to do. You have a lot more freedom on the PC. It's not as easy, but it's still just freedom in general. 360 was cold. I agree. Came to the PS joysticks. Yo, thank you for the argument too. I love you so much. I had the original Xbox and the Red Ring of Death on the first day. Yeah, you must have like broke a mirror or something. Like maybe that's a sign. That's a sign, bro. It just wasn't meant to be. Your Xbox, it clocked out on you on the first day. It just wasn't meant to be. You just was never meant to have an Xbox. It's not, man. It went back. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta now sit it back and get a new one ASAP. Yo, thank you for the 101 Go Populars too. I appreciate it. I appreciate it indeed, man. Thank you. Yeah, I would have. I didn't experience the OG Xbox. I came around with the newer. It was like the 360 Slim. It wasn't even the 360 like the complete OG one. I came around with the one a little bit after that one. I think that it was more like the tail end of the 360. It was still nice though. Like I remember going to GameStop and stuff for games. It was cold. It's a cool little experience. It was a cool little experience. Remember Nintendo OG? About which one? It depends on which one. Like it depends on how far you go back. Like the furthest. Like my first one was the DS, but I had a Wii and stuff too. Like I know it was mentioned a second ago. The Wii, the original. Nah, but like what does that mean? What does that mean? I went Xbox when somebody stole the PS2 out of the house and we were in school. They skipped and robbed us. Wait. I went Xbox when somebody stole. Oh, I got you. You took the Xbox right after they took the PS2, bruh. It's tough. Yeah, bro, it's still in the clunky box. Maybe it's more of a hassle than it. Hey, they still in the clunky box. I just seen some people say they'll risk it all for their PlayStation or their Xbox. This is an interesting conversation though. Like I was saying before, had you asked me that same quote, had this conversation been had a couple years ago, I would have said something completely different. Never would have imagined me of all people. I played the first Mario that came out with the Duck Hunt, not keyboard controller regardless. I have a really important question. Yeah, they said, yo, we not even bothering with that, man. Yeah, man. They said we not bothering with the Xbox. That's tough. They did say we don't want no part in that box, bruh. The Xbox done. Go. We don't want no part of it. Said we cool. You draw body blue? No. Obviously Toby Rama. No. Not quite Toby Rama, bro. You got the vision though. You got the vision. But no, that's not quite what's happening on here. Yeah, ain't nothing like. I think that was a rite of passage. I had somebody steal all of my DS games too. That was like devastating. Sasuke, obviously Sasuke Uzumaki. That's a stretch. That's definitely a stretch. Yeah, Microsoft has made it difficult to enjoy it at this point. The Game Pass is basically $30. I think they're just trying to. I don't know what they're trying to do, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not like I can't even. Like I was about to try to cook up some coke, but I don't even know. I'm not loyal at all no more. I genuinely. I have no stake in the game. It all can go. Can you draw Batman? No. Yeah, it hurt us, but it got us 2 Xboxes that oh yeah. What thing should I practice as a beginner? You have to just start. The sooner you start, the easier it'll get. You need to start though. Try to draw consistently, man. Just keep on experimenting and do a little bit every day. Do a little bit every single day. Yeah, I got no stake in the game no more, bruh. You gonna do Kakashi? I don't think so. Not on here. Not on here. I'm not feeling, bro. Not today, at least. Not feeling that direction. Layer drawings, yo, thank you too. And okay, should I be watching tutorials or just being consistent? I mean, you could watch the technical stuff if you want to, but what helped me the most is you could just be consistent with it. It might not be perfect at first, but I learn more from doing. I'll recommend the same to you. Just experiment. Just try different things. It might not, like I said before, bro, it might not immediately be the most perfect thing ever, but it's something you build up over time, you know? Something you build up over time. You ever try merging characters? It's fun. No, but somebody asked me if I ever be merging animals. That question you just asked me, it gave me the same, it reminded me of the same question, but no, not usually. I don't really do stuff like that. Like some like fusion dance stuff. Because the low-key, I don't really be merging the animals because I don't want people to be getting the wrong idea. Not really trying to end up in the psych ward, Brody. I'm sure it could be interesting. Can you do Itachi next? No, probably not on here. Not trying to. See, I'll be trying to get creative with it, but this level is the creativity, man. Don't want to end up in a straight jacket or nothing. I'm cool, man. I seen a couple of y'all asking about Orochimaru too. I don't think I'm gonna even do Orochimaru. I had some other ideas for people on here. Had a couple of ideas. I wasn't really feeling them. Is Tachi harder to do? I mean, not really. He looks pretty similar to Sasuke. It's not that he's that much more challenging. He don't really match what I'm trying to do on this page. He's like, it's not like impossible to draw him. Who are you drawing right now? I am drawing in somebody from Naruto. Trunks? Yeah, no. This isn't Buddy either. Yo, Goku got trolling. Yo, thank you for the rose and the heart. Me too, Misha. And what's good, Logan? We got a guess? Yeah. I'm gonna make his like pants a little bit more shaded. Just a little bit more. Somebody said Trunks. Yeah, Trunks is crazy. It's definitely a Trunks, bruh. You know that. Everybody's getting X out because of that Trunks comment. Everybody's done. And who is my favorite Naruto character? Bro, my answer be changing a lot. I really enjoy everybody. Okay, let's take Itachi off the table. No Itachi, no Madara. I'll lean more towards Kakashi or maybe Orochimaru or somebody. Because without they moved the story forward so much. Pain was cold too, but I want to move away from just the basic like the surface level Itachi or Madara, bro. Because that's what everybody's gonna say. Like it's like saying my favorite thing to drink is water, bro. It's like it's such like a vanilla thing. You know what I'm saying? It's very vanilla, very generic. Got to be Bane. It's generic. I'm trying to get to the point. Just let's like I gotta say Kakashi or maybe like Orochimaru or something. Just something you don't normally see or hear. Or like I mean, it's cool. They don't diss water like it. It's my favorite drink. I mean, water is cool, but water is water. You know, it's the thing that we all need. And you being like my favorite drink is water. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, we all need it. You know. It makes sense. Everybody needs water. Everyone. Gotta be Megatron. Nah. Just I don't wanna have like the generic like, oh, my favorite is Itachi. I mean, everybody's gonna be like, my favorite is Itachi. Itachi be getting glazed a lot. Which I mean, it makes sense. I can see why. He's one of the fan favorites. I do think they retconned Itachi's character though. Like he wasn't always like a good guy. But let's get away from bro. Honestly, I should have probably put Pain too into that list because Pain is he gets pretty glazed too. Honestly, Pain gets overly glazed. Gar don't get no love. Gar's pretty cold. He got the he got the sand stuff. He was rude when I asked about. You know, I'm just playing. Y'all about to say I didn't take it seriously, but you dealing with different personalities. I think Gaara's he's pretty alright with the one tail, Shukaku. The Tanuki. That's what they called him. A Tanuki, bruh. They called Buddy a Tanuki. He was giving Gaara them insomnia nightmares. He wouldn't let him sleep. And then they sat there in Boruto. They had him living in a little tea kettle pot. That's how you know like the game done changed. Naruto people was genuinely dying for real. Yo, thank you for the tiny bunny too. The tiny bunnies, Estrada. And how do you position their camera and we still see the drawing without it getting all in the way? It's slightly above my hands. That way it's not. Sometimes I might hit my tripod a little bit, but I've just gotten you gotta just kind of learn to work with the space. Have I done Sasuke before? Yeah, a couple times. Most definitely. Definitely done. Sasuke. But yeah, they had the one tail. They had Gaara's tail beast living in a little teacup kettle thing. He said, "What's up, yo? What's up, Estrada?" Said, like, look how they massacred my guy. He's family friendly now. So who haven't I done? I've done a lot of little characters, man. I've done a lot of little characters. I kind of experiment sometimes. I kind of experiment around. Sometimes I come back to some of the same characters too. I tend to draw the people that I gravitate towards. I won't even lie to you. I tend to draw some of the characters that I kind of lean more towards. Some of the fan favorites, if you will. Some of the fan favorites. So you relate with Sasuke or nah? I mean, on the basis of what? Like, I don't think that most people relate to Sasuke. I don't know, man. I don't dislike his character. I think that between him and his brother though, he's definitely interesting. Red and blue. Or he's different. I don't know if I necessarily like relate with him on a personal level, but I still like his character. So definitely I'm a fan of him. Even though he'll never have no chakra. Aside from not having no chakra, he's a cool dude, man. Aside from him and his chakra issues, he's a solid ninja. me see. Let me make this come down a little bit more. And you say he's weak, but yeah, he is cool. I love his character design. You said, bro, it's weak, Naruto. Why your videos when you switch the lens, they look the same, no hate like your art. I just like the way that they look, bro. He look. I don't think that Sasuke is weak, bro. I think that it's been a lot of situations where low key he might have cheated a little bit, like pulling out the. It's been a lot of situations where he should have died and plot armor got him out. I don't know if he's ever truly won a fight organically. I don't know if Sasuke has ever genuinely won a fight organically without no kind of divine intervention. No divine intervention. Just straight up dudes fighting. Straight up dudes fighting. No, he hasn't won a fight himself. That's what I was thinking. Normally whenever he gets into fights, he's calling on Orochimaru's power, or it just be a lot of like questionable things. I don't know, man. He ended up with the chakra, but Madara was kind of. I think Madara was the strongest of the reincarnates for sure. If it was just raw power versus raw power, no type of weird divine intervention, I really like Madara. I like Madara too a lot. Telling your bro about me, indubitably. I like Madara a lot, but Madara. I mean, so if you call Sasuke a cheater, you got to call Madara a cheater too, because Madara was still in power. You know what I'm saying? Yo, thank you for the heart me too, crazy. He wasn't weak, but he just wanted power. He wanted power quickly, and he was doing it. Yeah, he was a by all means. But you got to think, like low key, Sasuke kind of had to be strong though, because he was like the last remaining survivor, bro. Had it have been anybody else, there was nobody else he could rely on. He had to seek out Orochimaru, bro. The sketchiest. That was the sketchiest. Hey, thank you for the goats too, crazy. But at least he could win a fight organically. He don't need to cheat. I don't know, man. I don't know if. I think that I think that he's gotten bailed out. But I guess that's not no different from that's not really no different than Naruto with the Nantails and stuff. You know, he's always been bailed out by Kurama. Because if you make that argument, you can make the argument that Naruto, he should have lost that fight against Pain in the Pain arc. It just whenever you got Sage mode and dudes, nine-tailed dormant gods, you try and be at the same time, taught you the sorcery, bro. I had to read the Elder Scrolls, man. I don't know, man. I think you can make the argument for both, because honestly, I'm gonna tell you somebody that was genuinely a powerhouse, and that's Orochimaru. Or not Orochimaru. That he was a cheater too, honestly. It was Hashirama. That dude was genuinely just powerful. There was no Hashirama cells. There was no BS. He genuinely spawned in, and he had to be great. There was no cheat codes. Nobody outsourcing their power to Hashirama. I thought you said Orochimaru. Nah. I said Orochimaru. That's the name of the dude I was talking about. That's genuinely his name. I'm back. Yo, what's up, Taco? Beat somebody up. I got the curse mark tatted. If none of them had powers, who do you think the strongest is? Well, I mean, Orochimaru technically don't got powers though. He was the one that sat there. He didn't come from no special clans. He genuinely was sitting there. He was a researcher, bro. He was a crazy scientist. He kept on experimenting. Rock Lee would have been the strongest. Yeah. That or Mike Guy. I think that Madara said that Mike Guy was the strongest. Neji was a power. Yeah, I mean Neji was strong too, but Neji had powers. Neji had his clan abilities. But Neji also, I feel like the Hyuga, they're pretty strong. Like dudes wasn't sitting there signing death row contracts with Orochimaru and stuff, and Neji was pretty broken. Neji was alright. Neji wasn't my favorite though, I won't even lie to you, but Neji was alright. He could have became stronger. I think that the people that write the story, They was glazing the Uchihas, so they had to make them the strongest. I don't think that was always the case. I don't know if they were always. I don't know if they were always the main. My boy Neji died to a stick. Yeah, and he got 360 rotation vision, bro. 360 rotation vision, and he didn't see that one coming. Hey, that's tough. But I mean, it wasn't just regular. You acting like it was he genuinely died to a twig on the ground. It was a super amped up tailed beast. It wasn't just like a regular run of the mill. Dudes were getting respawned from the grave, and it was some BS going on. But Neji only had like 3 main arcs, then poof, he was gone. I think that maybe at first he was gonna be a point of focus, but he wasn't the main guy, you know. He could have been one of the main people. Hey, I'm glad that it wasn't. But really without Kurama, Naruto has more chakra than with Kurama. Even Kashi said that during his training. I mean, he's a Uzumaki still. He's an Uzumaki. But Naruto still cheated a lot though with the Ninetales. Even though he got a lot of chakra, yes. But he was for sure cheating with that Ninetales. He didn't have all that. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, when Sasuke sat there and stole all the tailed beast chakra, he was still struggling fighting against Naruto with half. He only had half. Naruto is overpowered. Naruto is definitely he's up there. He's one of the guys. Uzumaki plot armor. Yeah. They got a lot of chakra though, because think that's how Buddy was able to use the Rinnegan. Nagato. Dude had infinite chakra too. It took its toll on him. You be listening to Juice WRLD, is my favorite artist ever? No, not anymore. But I like whenever, maybe like tours like 2019, 18, something like that. I listen to him more. But nah, not really, not no more. He's definitely a solid artist though, for sure. He's definitely a solid artist. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see here. He said, I love Juice WRLD. Who do you be listening to? When and if I listen to music, probably like Cardi or something. But that's like my go-to. Do you be messing with rock? Not really. I don't have like nothing against it, but I just haven't really sought it out like that. I'm kind of like simplistic with it, man. I haven't really experimented that much. Prime Naruto versus Prime Hashirama, who wins? Probably Hashirama, bro. Actually, I don't know, man. They're both the reincarnates. They both have infinite sage mode. Bro, how was Madara cheating? Because he stole a lot of Hashirama's powers. Yo, he was sitting there using Hashirama's jutsus and stuff against the ninja army. Bro, the man literally had that man on his chest, bro. If that's not cheating, I don't know what is. He was absolutely cheating. He's about just as self-made as Orochimaru, bro. Dudes was stealing jutsu, stealing eyes, stealing cells, stealing tail beast. Yeah, I understand. I'm learning how to draw. Do you got any tips? You got Cardi is not simplistic, bro. I mean, no, bro, but I'm just saying like simplistic to me. Like I don't really have like a super rich music library. I should be listening to listen. But when I be saying that, you gotta evolve your ears to be able to understand Cardi's music. Like I was talking to like some older relatives, man. He ain't really for everybody. Some people wouldn't even classify his music as music, but if you understand, you understand. If you understand, you gotta just understand. Hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. You ain't gotta call me out though. He said, bro, his music is not simplistic. It's simplistic to me, man. That's all that matters. He's simplistic to me. He's simplistic to me. But yeah, dudes, Naruto literally turned into dudes stealing powers and Hashirama cells and hey. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it or it isn't what it isn't. Didn't Orochimaru steal jutsus too? Absolutely. Like me personally, at first I hated country, but now I don't mind it as much anymore. Some songs at least. Why his eyes look like that? I don't know. I sold the Naruto verse in DBZ. You sold the Naruto verse in DBZ. That's I need that level of self-belief. Yo, it kind of going back to the conversation we had about Saitama the other day. Like, I don't think that you're touching Goku if he don't want you to touch him. And that's not, I mean, that's me saying that. I just, you know, people be saying it about young Kakarot, man. I think most people are getting forwarded to Goku. I solo every anime character because they aren't real. For now. Somebody gonna cook up something to where you're gonna be able to fight Goku in a simulation. You would clap Goku, all right, bro. That's some serious delusion. Even if you manage to like wish yourself into being the strongest person ever. That's some serious delusion, bro. Some serious delusion, even for you, Taco. That's some serious self-belief. The Lorax, no, not on this one. That's some serious self-belief, Brody. Say you fight Saitama. Last thing I'm gonna say, Sasori should have played a bigger role. How much bigger of a role would you have wanted to give him? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I be forgetting about Sasori, bro. I be forgetting way about Sasori. Let's say he's way too strong when it comes to Saitama. Let's say Saitama was real, bro. He genuinely cook you. That's what I'm saying. If he was real, yeah, man, if he was real, he's probably beating up most people, right? But you're talking about dudes with Super Saiyan transformations and all kind of stuff. You're not about to just, I don't know. Hey, bro, I respect your self-belief, but I don't think a lot of people are genuinely touching Goku. You probably got a higher chance being able to get a hit off on Saitama over Goku, especially if he's like fighting to the death or something. If it's real deal Mortal Kombat type stuff. Is that drawn? Yeah. At least you understand arc. Give him 3 episodes. What you mean? I don't know what you mean. I appreciate it too, Jules. And power level gotta be over 9 billion. That ain't even enough, because the way that the Super Saiyans are, dudes just be getting strong for no reason. So if you were to ever end up in a Mortal Kombat match with Goku, your best bet would be to like you gotta get rid of bro as soon as possible, because if you don't, he gonna get stronger. And make sure that he don't got none of his little people around him, because when Frieza sat there and blew up Krillin, it took Goku to a whole new level. So as long as you don't make sure that whenever you fighting him, you off the right guy, not under the sideline watching people, man, because you're gonna amplify his power. If he was ever in a Mortal Kombat match, who are you choosing to fight? I'm definitely not fighting Reptile. I'm definitely not fighting Scorpion or Sub-Zero. Baraka would probably cut you in half. Melina would probably like rip your face off with her teeth or something. I don't know. Katana probably would cut you in half with her little fans. Man, I would fight maybe Noob Saibot. And I'm going to tell you why. I would fight Noob Saibot in a controlled environment. I would fight him in a place to where he can't cast shadows. Therefore, I can't get jumped by 16 people at once. I got the power of all the Leaf Hokage. Hey, that's what's up, bro. I will fight Noob Saibot in a place that's impossible to cast shadows. Like where they genuinely couldn't even manifest. If that's even how his power works, I would get it done. and he don't got none of his Sub-Zero powers, I'm folding, bro. How? I don't know, but I get the job done. How did you learn? You gotta just experiment. You gotta draw and draw. I will get the job done. Yo, actually, Noob Saibot is my main. Yeah, Noob Saibot is a threat. Noob Saibot is a threat. With all them shadow people, I think that he could summon like 1,000,000 shadow dudes, and you fight, and it turns into like a 1v16. You fighting 1v16. I'm definitely not fighting one of them dudes with multiple limbs like Kentaro or old buddy Goro. Definitely not fighting one of them. That's too much going on. It's too much going on. I'm cool on that. I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple man. I'm not fighting. Yeah, I'm not fighting nobody with 4 limbs. Shiva too. No, sir. You're not about to. I'm not about to get ripped in half, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool, bro. I got sense. Nah, Goro got it. Goro is like fighting on. I think that Goro is a little bit slowed down. So yo, if you got some speed on you, you might be able to do some damage. But the moment that buddy get his hands on you, you're done. And he can like shoot fireballs and stuff, and he could jump to the heavens and crush you. You might just be cooked. Like if we just analyzing the player, if we just analyzing the board, I wouldn't want to fight none of the Triborg dudes. Because if I'm not mistaken, in one of the newer ones, but you could be Goro, Johnny Cage beat him. Yeah, but Johnny Cage is like a superhuman. All right, yo, if you fight in the Mortal Kombat world, you getting powers at least? Or is you genuinely... Are you just genuinely yourself? No stat boost, no nothing. I mess up Cassie Cage. I don't know, bro. She's still a superhuman. She's still a superhuman. I'm saying you getting folded. Even if you the strongest of the strong. If you gave me the super soldier serum, I might be able to put some work in against maybe somebody, but we talking just pure in the middle of nothing, no prep time, just we fighting the Mortal Kombat. The odds ain't looking great, bro. I'm still feeling like you might get folded yourself, but at least a chance fighting. But Johnny Cage punch him, hey, bro. Yes, I'm saying, but you don't got none of the stat. You don't got none of the stat boost, bro. You don't got none of the stat boosts that come with those characters. Unless you got some powers. Unless you personally got some powers. But if not, you might be cooked. Genuinely. Genuinely. But you're going to be all right, though. Because, look, if you respawn, it makes everything worthwhile. That's true. Super Soldier Serum will amplify what's already inside. That's why Captain America is good. But look, 9 times out of 10, if you gotta, but it's a matter of survival. If you really need the Super Soldier Serum, listen, I think that the Super Soldier Serum is literally the exact same as the Goblin Serum. I think that the only reason that Green Goblin went crazy was because he was genuinely, there was something going on with him already. It amplifies who you are. I think I'll be pretty alright. I ain't like the greatest person in the world, but I ain't the worst person in the world either. I think that if you're like a happy medium, you wouldn't be cooked completely, you know. You would. I think most people would be like a happy in the middle, unless you genuinely you got some loose screws, right? Then it's kind of like okay, but by then you might not survive anyway. You fighting against Goro or Shao Kahn. Sonya Blade is a regular soldier too. I mean, a soldier can still fight good. You know exactly. She got like super training. It's not like a regular soldier, bro. You describing all superhumans. Dudes fighting in the nether realm. Maybe I can finesse some cold powers from somebody or something. Maybe I could like finesse some code powers, something of value. Soldier? I don't really know what you mean. Like whatever happens, let me get something that's cool. But I do think that Green Goblin. I think that the Goblin serum is a failed super soldier serum. I think that the Hulk experiment also is a failed super soldier. It's like a failed experiment. Hulk is way stronger than Captain America though. Not Professor Hulk maybe, but Hulk, like actual Hulk. Not Professor. Dude's garbage. What game would you want to be in if you could choose Liberty? Want to infinitely respawn? I was just connecting myself. Yo, what's up, something? I don't know, man. Games. You could be anywhere at any time. What do you think, bruh? I don't have anything that immediately comes to my mind. If you can infinitely respawn, you're stuck in like an infinite genjutsu, basically. Infinitely loading. One character in Naruto that would get that's underrated, Rock Lee. Yeah, Rock Lee's definitely cold. He's definitely in the Hall of Fame. Definitely in the Hall of Fame. He's in the big leagues for sure. Bro's in the big leagues. Rock Lee is definitely cold. Cause especially, I mean, he don't got like no like crazy bloodline powers. He genuinely is just hands. I respect that. He don't got like no crazy situation. Nothing that's just overtly just making him strong. No curse of hatred. He genuinely is just the beats. He's strictly in it for the love of the game. He is strictly the beats. You could choose a chill game like Slime Rancher. Bro, they nerfed him. Slime Rancher something too. You know, you don't gotta be tortured 24/7. Nah, bro. If you take that route, nah, we're not taking the casual route. You gotta go big or go home. We're not doing none of the just passive. We're putting you in some one of the little what is the creator? I'm trying to think of like there's this game creator where they be making the games just like in the PS2 pixelated type of style. We're gonna put you in something like that, bro. You getting dropped in Nightmare Fuel. We putting you in the Slender Man arena or something. Hope you really decide which one. The nerf my boy. When you say decide which one, like what you mean? I was thinking like a Terraria or something, but I'm not fighting the Moon Lord. Or going into the dungeon. That's doing a lot. He proved that just with Taijutsu you could be a great ninja, for sure. Oh nah, putting me in with Slenderman or something would be cooked. That's what I'm saying. Nah, we dropping you, man. We putting you in something where the stakes is high. We not putting you in Minecraft, bro. When I draw it with one, I just don't want to. Please, Kakashi. Nah, we dropping you in the Slenderman arena. We putting you in the big. We putting you on Friday the 13th, bro. That's what we doing. Friday the 13th pre-shutdown. We gonna make you one of the camp. What are they called? The camp counselors. You're one of the camp counselors at camp. You're one of the camp counselors at Camp Crystal Lake, bro. That's what we doing. No choice, no negotiation. You're one of the counselors at Camp Crystal Lake. You're not about to get a sunshine and rainbows type of game, bro. We putting you where it matters. We tested your abilities, bro. This is full on danger. This is full on danger, bro. We putting you Camp Crystal Lake, Jason. You're done. Slender Man too. We gotta make this interesting, bro. We gotta spice this up a little bit. I'll be a crazy Doom Slayer. I don't really know too much about Doom. I want to say that I've seen somebody figured out how to put it onto, like, they put it on their keyboard. Maybe it was Skyrim. I seen something on Reddit, bro, where somebody figured out how to make it to where they could play it on the keyboard. I couldn't believe it. They can put Doom on anything. Yeah, I know dudes was playing games on their calculators and stuff. I don't know how. But there were definitely dudes playing games on their calculators. I want to say that whenever we were taking our exams, they made it to where we couldn't even use calculator. Like, it was like special calculators because people were figuring out ways to. I don't know how, but it was games, bruh. It blew my mind. It blew my mind for sure. It's like games people be on there with. And could you do this with two same colors? Yeah. It's just kind of like it's just my choice. I like the way that this looks. I like the way that this comes together. It ain't really about optimization. In this case, it's not about optimization. You're missing the big picture. You're missing the big picture. Is it Goku? Close enough. You're missing the big picture. I think I'm gonna draw some of the truth-seeking orbs around him. I always like this angle of drawing in Madara. I think that I was looking at some of my old posts where I drew him in and he was like standing with his red armor on. And he was standing kind of like this. I've been trying to pull from references that look more like this. I like this angle a lot. It seems more like we're looking above him or something. It's cool. Like maybe he's flying. Never seen it from like an above angle. Let me take a super risky guess. Is it Madara? Kinda. Almost. Nah, bruh. We putting y'all in Camp Crystal Lake. No stat boost. No powers. No awareness. Nothing. You strictly in Camp Crystal Lake. That's where you going. Or better yet, we putting you on the front lines of the fourth great ninja war, and Madara just got he got reanimated, and you on the front lines, bro. That's what we do. That's where you at. I go in the water. You would go into the water. Yeah. Wait. You giving up that? You giving up that easily? It's not Pikachu. Yeah, nah, it's not quite Pikachu. I like that Friday the 13th game. I didn't really play it too much myself, but I watched my brother. I feel like I watched my brother play it. He be on there doing what he was doing. That game was alright though. Jason scared of water. He'd just stand there and watch me. Nah, in that game, he be swimming like a mermaid, bruh. Nah, you dealing with Friday the 13th, Jason. You dealing with bro out for the game. I'm not. Nah, we saying you teleporting into the game world. You're not getting. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you're dying first, bro. You're not about to cheese this, bro. We laying down all the patch notes. There's no glitching. You're not exploiting your way out of this. You're not about to escape this, bro. Oh, nah, I'm done for. Yeah, you're done for, bro. You talking about I'm about to just camp in the water. Nah, you're not about to just camp in the water. That's not how this is gonna work, bro. Nah. You're not about to just camp in the water. That method done got patched. They tried that already. That method got patched. He said, I'm about to just camp in the water. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. No, you're not. That method done got patched. He do be. I think that he is scared of water, but I swear in that game, he will be swimming for real. They laid out a patch note for Buddy. Bro got patched. Well, I mean, I could run the game for real. He's slow. He can only walk. Now you're thinking of Jason. You thinking of Michael Myers, bro. Michael Myers is the one that be walking around on cruise control. Jason be jogging. He be running through walls. He really be about the job. He be standing on. He's a master of his craft. They remind you love and appreciate it. Same to you too, Atticus. He be running through walls, swimming like a mermaid. I don't know what he can't do. If he was in the X-Men universe, he would be one of the coldest. And he got sensory abilities and he could teleport too. You're cooked. Like, without a doubt. Oh, never mind. Yeah, and he could teleport. Yeah. Yeah, he could teleport too. You're done. Yeah, you're not hiding. You're like, oh, I'm gonna just camp. Nah, he could swim like a mermaid. He could teleport. He got instant transmission. He gonna lock onto your chakra signature. And he gonna TPT how Goku be doing. You ain't even gonna hear the sound effect though. You gonna just blink. A bus gonna go past. He gonna just be standing outside your house, bro. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna just stand there. I ain't gonna lie. That's something I want to do. I'm gonna like learn how to do that. Like a bus gonna drive past and I'm gonna just appear. I'm gonna figure out how dudes be doing that, bro. I'm gonna master that. That's gonna be like the method. That's kind of how Buddy did in that Spider-Man movie. I'm gonna learn how to do that. The bus gonna go past. I'm gonna just appear. Let me see. Let me see. Bus gonna go past, and you're done. But yeah, man, that's a tough one. I think that I would rather deal out of the two. I think I would much rather deal. Jason was in Mortal Kombat X2. He's slow, but that's how if you know how to use it. People are so done for. Thumbs up if not. But that's the thing though. There's so many different depictions of bro. I'm thinking there was a game that came out a couple years ago. It's since been shut down, but he was you was at Camp Crystal Lake and it had all the counselors and stuff on there, and you genuinely you genuinely was in it, bruh. You genuinely was in it for real. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Like it's boots on the ground. Camp Crystal Lake. You can't swim, you can't run. You gotta just strategize. You can stun him, but stunning him don't last for that long. Stunning him does not last for that long. I'm leaning more towards the odds that's not looking that good. What are you drawing? Just bear with me. Bear with me, bear with me. Just bear with me. He's gonna come to life. I'm gonna try to lock in a little bit with his design. I'm gonna try to lock in a little bit more. Try to lock in a little bit more. Bear with me though, man. Bear with me, bear with me. You gotta just trust the vision, bro. You gotta trust the process. Indubitably. Simply outstanding. Yeah, thank you. You gotta trust the vision, bro. It's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a little. It's gonna be questionable, but you gotta believe, bro. You gotta trust the vision. I had like a couple of pictures pulled up for this one. I want to take this one in the direction of Naruto, but I didn't want to draw Naruto himself. I wanted the vision to be there. That says nice work, too skilled. Thank you. It's worth to believe it, bro. Trust. Nah, I'm trying to. He's like like a giant samurai floating. For me to try to describe this, it doesn't make sense, but he's like a little. Is something burning? Yeah. Can you please do Naruto or can you please do Itachi? No, not on this one. I don't think I'm gonna do Itachi on here. Not right now. If you want to see Itachi though, I've done them before, but I'm not feeling, bro. I don't want this one to be based on Itachi. I'm not really feeling, bro, right now. We not gonna be glazing Itachi tonight, bruh. Pause. But there's nothing burning either, by the way. For those of you that were concerned, they ain't nothing burning. Oh, it's like a little ambience I play in the background sometimes, or most of the time now. That sounded a little bit crazy. We not go. Hey, that's crazy. What are you drawing right now? I'm kind of like making this page around stuff that's from Naruto. Just bear with me. It's genuinely starting to get too hot, bro. Like even at night, it's still hot. Yeah, that's the cost of the summer, bro. You got to take the good and the bad. Yeah, it's a little bit hot, but at least it's not cold, you know. I like whenever it's that perfect in between temperature. I think that I'm more of a fall guy myself. Summer is cool, but summer be too hot. Like I don't really want to be out whenever it's scorching hot, but I don't want to be out when it's too cold either. But when it hits the fall, fall is like the perfect temperament. If you like wearing stuff that's lightweight, you can do that. But if you like wearing heavyweight stuff, you can do that too. Like fall is the ultimate choice. Like whenever it's fall time, you have that free range, just do whatever you want. It's better when it stays 75 to 77. Yeah. See, it ain't too hot, but it ain't too cold either. I can see that. I like the way that the fall looks. Fall is a great season. It ain't too cold, good food. You can really be outside for real if you want to be, you know. It ain't like too much going on. It ain't too much going on. I mean, you kind of bracing for the holidays a little bit. It's right before everything starts hitting, you know. It ain't too much going on. My brain's trying to figure out how you're doing this. No, you can't. You don't want to overthink it. It'll ruin the magic, bro. It's always nice, but when it starts switching up quick, yeah. The fall is like here, then it's gone. But hey, I mean, just because it don't, you gotta just enjoy it while it's here, you know. You need to enjoy it while it's here. I swear you're doing voodoo, bro. I'm watching you. I'm watching you do all this. My brain still can comprehend. Voodoo it ain't like no magic tricks. I was joking, but it ain't nothing going on. I'm focused. I'm focused. My favorite, you know, I've been kind of waiting on this next part that I was gonna do, where I draw on his wings. That's gonna be like my favorite part of this drawing on this page. Gotta get bro's fingers. It's locked in. Gotta get bro's fingers. I want to make it seem as close to his. How does it turn red to blue? It's a red pen and a blue pen. It's as part of the reason why I use both. You get that complementary colorway. You get the red and the blue. It's a little bit of both going on for this boy. That's the magic though, bro. I like the way that they complement each other. And I embrace it. I embrace the way that they come together on some of these pages. But this one's gonna be challenging. I remember the last time I tried to draw one of these, I drew one behind Madara, but the thing that I did, I think I made him a little bit too big. And he didn't have the space that he needed. Real one's gonna know what this is. The real one's gonna know exactly what's going on here. I'm surprised nobody's guessed it. They're not focused. Y'all not focused. It's a samurai. I know what it is, just ain't gonna give it away. You said Yusake. No. So I know what it is, but I don't know, man. I'm not buying that. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. But yeah, I guess he is technically a samurai, but not in that sense. He's like a samurai. Madara, kinda, but no. Nah. That's cool. The Susanoo. Bro, you gotta tell me what you see, bro. I was saving the best part for last. Just bear with me though. Hanzo. Bro, drawing the Indra Susanoo. I was saving the best part for last. Hi, yo, what's up, Cherry? Saving the best part for last. As I was saying before, I had to I needed to kind of make this to where it was of a different texture. I wanted for it to blend in, but you don't want it to blend in too much. You don't want it to blend in too much. You said something about wings. Saving the best part for last. You focused. City? No. Is that, I don't understand what you're asking me. I don't understand. Need y'all to focus up, bro. Lock in, lock in. Yeah, but this one was like a long time coming. I made him more bluish. He should be purplish instead. I wish I was into anime and things. Yeah, but you wasn't that far off though, Nikki. This one, I'm gonna draw on his wings now. And which city? Louisville. I gotta make it to where he's holding his sword. Let me make it to where got his little designs in the background. Gotta get him to where he's alive. Mifune. No, I don't know who that is. The Perfect Susano. Bro, you gotta tell me what you see, bro. No cheating either. No chat GPT warriors, none of that. No chat GPT. Yo, some of y'all said samurais. I'll take that as an answer too, because for the people that aren't very well versed in anime, it makes sense some of y'all might not know. It makes total sense that a couple people might be not so aware of what the heck is going on. I'm trying to get that like wing texture. He's not in the sense, not like wings like my birds, but the way that they're depicted in the anime, they got like a scratchier style to them. I'm trying to match it. What time is it where I'm at? It's about 1:30-ish in the morning. It is about 1:30-ish in the morning. Make it to where he's kind of like soaring through the sky in the background. Gotta say, you're very talented. Make me wonder how you figured out you could even draw this way. Well, I was kind of like experimenting around a lot with this. Just a little bit of experimenting, but you gotta keep drawing. That's the main thing. You have to keep at it consistently. And the more you do, most certainly helps. I think that's the secret sauce. If there was any. I'm just kind of adding texture to his wings. I'm also kind of like layer the flames behind them. That way it seems more split up. That way it seems just a little bit more split up. I still got to do the other side now too. This is only the beginning. And have you tried anything in from Samurai and Blue? No. I can't even draw with the one hand. Yo, thank you to that dude, Roshi. Thank you. On this side now, I'm going to make this come down a little bit more. This little piece of armor. Now that I did the one side, I'm going to do the other one now too. Get the wing texture. You don't want it. I was trying not to texture it too much. It's just hard. Yo, thank you too, Jamarius. I want to texturing, but I don't want to make it to where it blends in too much. It look like just like a crazy mess on the page. Is the mask open? No, it's kind of like the tip of his nose up here. But thank you for the roses too, Faith. But yeah, nah, it's not like open in that way. Now that the hand is done on that side, I gotta do it over here too. Do it over here. Try to make both sides seem like a little bit balanced, you know. Go Power Rangers. Wait like 5 seconds. When is he done? I need to know. Just say it. Samurai. No. I mean, not somewhat, kind of, but not fully. But thank you for the paper crane too, Faith. He says, "Did Goku go to Power Rangers?" Nah. I guess it might as well be though, as far as like giant mech energy creatures. I guess. I mean, hey, look, it could fall into that category. Said is a young Goku. Thought it was the Ambidextrous. Yeah. Some of y'all might know who this is. Some. Make it worse. Texture. Transformer. We drawing this time. Yo, thank you for the roses too, Ryan. Nah, he's not like a transformer or nothing. This is like a. It's from Naruto and it's called the Susanoo. They're like little samurai giant pieces of armor. But it's for their protection. That's been like the whole theme so far. I make the crescent seal look more pronounced. That's what I was working with so far. Draw a Naruto version, you could do a 3-headed version of Kurama. I don't know if I'm gonna put Naruto on this page. I don't know if I'm gonna put Naruto on this page. It's definitely a good thought though on a different one. Not really into anime. Let me see. It came out really dope. I think that what I want to do now is I want to put the little moon symbol back here. But let me see. On a different one. The little moon symbol. Not this one down here, but something. This page is gonna be a lot more just Naruto based. Q do in like a reverse red. I gotta see. Alright, so bro, who is it? Nah, it was Sasuke Susanoo. It was Sasuke Susanoo, bro. I was just playing. I mean, I wasn't lying. I was genuinely drawing the Susanoo or the Susanoo. However you say it. I was being genuine. I was telling y'all. Do the moon with the infinite eye thing. I was genuinely drawing bro in the background. Gotta make this a semi decent looking circle. Gotta make it look extra shapely. You was trolling. I knew it was the Susanoo, bro. I was like, nah, it can't be nobody else have me Googling it. Bro, you was cheating, bro. I told you not to Google it, bro. You're cheating. No AIs, no Googling. Google AI. I don't know about that anyway. You might be better off using your own intuition. Google AI is kind of garbage. What's the sound in the background? It's like a little fireplace ambience. It's like a fireplace ambience. That way, sometimes I'll get really absorbed into what I'm doing. Gotta seem like it's too much going on. Sometimes I won't really say too much. I'm gonna make this one a little bit more reddish. More red. Needs to be more. said, what is that? I don't know. A little pump fish tank. No, I don't have any pets immediately. But I won't even lie. Some of the best pets to have are definitely dogs. If you had to choose, if you had to get something that was kind of like a good consideration, that's gonna be your ride or die forever. Definitely dogs for sure. Just give me a second. I'm gonna like focus up a little bit more, just on the tail end of this. Just give me 1 second. Left to a righty. I'm more of a righty overall. Let me get the little symbol on the moon. I think I'm gonna make the moon more reddish. I think I'm gonna make the moon more red. But I'm okay with it being more messy, but I don't want it to look just like a flat red. So I keep adding the elements of blue too. It needs to be a nice balance between the two. Used to be, you said for real, Jujutsu Kaisen. This is my third night here in the other streams. I've been here from start to finish. You said you messed up on the last 6. You messing with the vibe of these. I've been, honestly, Alien, I've been trying to catch up on some of my editing. I don't know if I'm gonna do like as many pages as I normally would tonight, but I've been trying to just really like zone in with my editing stuff. Get a little bit of editing done. Make this side a little bit more, Sharingan-esque. Just I like define the lines out a little bit more. I'm gonna make this kind of putting like a lot of focus on the Tomoe. W. You should draw Ryuk. I've definitely done for the Jujutsu Kaisen people. I haven't done any Jujutsu Kaisen, but I've definitely drawn Ryuk before. The last time I drew Ryuk, honestly, this is gonna sound random, but I drew him with Doodle Bob. I definitely drew bro with Doodle Bob. It was one of my more random pages, but he was on there. Most definitely. Young Ryuk. I got a Doodle Bob tat. Bro, you sat there. You seen the vision, bro. You already seen the vision. You knew where this was going, young Doodle Bob. I like how this makes the moon look like an eye for real. It's crazy. He's from Death Note. Nah, absolutely. Like, I'm not taking it away from Buddy. He goes hard. He definitely goes hard. Just making the moon look more full. I'm thinking that I want to have like some like little stray marks to kind of just obscure the formation a little bit. Just make it more. You don't want to make it too blue. I don't want to make it to where it's like doing too much. Tsukuyomi. Yo, thank you for the corgi too, Prime. I'm just trying to like, kind of like fill in the loose ends with the circle, make it seem extra. You said, hey, take it easy, man. I do appreciate it too. Stay tough. I'm gonna try to, brother. You too. I'm gonna try to. Right, holding the pins that way. It's just my thing, bro. It's just my thing, indeed. This is what I got going on so far, though. Okay. Now I'm gonna do going back to the moon. Going back to the moon. Why? Do Itachi sit on the chair? Come on now. No, I don't want to put Itachi on here. I had one recently where I drew an Itachi. It's one of my more recent Naruto stuff, man. You don't have to search for it, but it's over here for sure. I've done plenty of Itachis. I don't want to put bro on here. He's cool, but it's ain't gonna turn into like an Itachi glaze off, bro. I'm not feeling bro right now. This one I'm gonna add like a little bit more blue. A little bit more. It almost seems like I'm looking into a bullseye or something. A little bit more, a little bit more. Just add more streaks of red. I definitely glazing better. Nah, we not trying to have an Itachi glaze off now. There's a time and place, as Professor Oak would always say, bro. Bro, try glaze, bro. Nah. Hold your horses, hold your horses. What is this style called? It's like it falls on the scribble art, man. This is what I'm working with so far, though. This is what I'm working with so far. Maybe somewhere in the background, I'll do something else over here. A little something. W glaze is crazy. Like it's like a profession. You said perfect time, perfect places right now. Nah. You said, oh, you seen the Susano. Man, I wanted to have him on her somewhere. I definitely wanted to put bro into the mix. I couldn't figure out where I wanted to have him at first. Now. Hang on. Hang on. I want to do maybe. Let me see. There's definitely something missing. I got the Tsukuyomi and just the Susanoo. Well, the Indra, it looks the exact same as Sasuke's. That was part of the reason why I was kind of on the fence with that. It looks the exact same as Sasuke's. Now, hang on. This one is still missing something. Indra mode. Oh, you talking about with like the open helmet kind of thing with the lightning? I'd say it's like it looks the exact same as Sasuke's. This one is definitely still missing something. I want the Sharingan tatted on me somewhere. I want to. Hang on. Sasuke's. Yeah, this one right here was for sure Sasuke's. I had Sasuke himself right here. The Chidori and I did Madara. I'm thinking I want to have the Ten Tails or something. Maybe. Kind of have bro like looming in the background somewhere. That'd be tough. No. You say, you said, hey, you said, cause you know, what you mean? Yo, what's up? What's up, Michelle? And or Mitchell? I'm sorry, Susano. Yeah, it was a Susano. I was like, I was debating. I didn't want to put Obito because I feel like Obito would be really typical. You know what I mean? I didn't want to make it to where it was like the exact same as some of my other ones that I've done before. But the only thing about doing some of these characters is it's a very like limited amount that you can go with. I didn't want to put Naruto. I wanted for this one to be more limited towards Sasuke. And make this. I like the way that the red ink came out on this one because it makes his eyes seem like it's glowing or something, kind of like it's really alive. This is very for the people that are like, what the heck is going on? This one is very based in Naruto. This one is very grounded in Naruto. I know it's a few y'all. Hear me out. What about Orochimaru? I'm not like completely against doing Orochimaru, but there got to be a time and place. It's at the Ten Tails. Yeah, I was trying to get a good reference for him, but yeah, that's what this one was supposed to be. And honestly, I didn't even do Sasuke's eye design either. Solo leveling? No. I've never seen solo leveling. People have told me, like with the snakes, people have definitely told me about it before. That's one of the animes I recall hearing, like from the chat. Most definitely. I gotta make like the Ten Tails. What am I drawing right now? This page is a lot more grounded in Naruto, and I gotta make it to where, you know. Try to make sure that it looks like somewhat. I'm gonna leave that alone. Maybe I'll kind of like outline it a little bit more, but not too much. I didn't want for it to look too smudged. I don't want to do too much. Is that rain? Is somebody on the keyboard? Nah, it is. Yeah, it's like fireplace ambience for this one. Before I get too distracted, let me kind of zone back in a little bit more. Before I get too distracted, let me zone back in a little bit. Ten Tails. And yo, what's up, Brett? Yeah, this one is strictly gonna be the Ten Tails, or one of the Ten Tail forms. I almost drew in that form whenever he was like the husk. But I like leaned against it. Strictly for the business. I don't want for there to be too much overlap. But as long as you could definitely see, bro, behind Sasuke, that's all that matters. I was a bit worried about doing Sasuke's eye designs, but everything came out well. I was a little bit concerned. Just a little bit. The Tintails do got like a weird design where you do on a day-to-day basis to him start work and draw. I'll kind of, sometimes I'll watch YouTube or get, it depends, bro. It definitely depends. Watch YouTube. I'll kind of like organize my sketchbooks a little bit. It's completely depending on what's going on, Brody. It depends. Dropped my phone in some milk. Took it out just in time. Shisui, maybe. I don't want to put, somebody was asking me about Itachi too. I don't really want to put those guys on here. I want this one to strictly be more based around that like war arc. I know that they were, or at least Itachi was in the war arc, but I ain't really feeling Buddy like that. Not on here. He could fit. I want to let Sasuke be cold, bro. If he could do a mean Maharaga. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what that is. Be completely honest with you. From Jujutsu Kaisen. Let me add some more to his designs. I'm trying to like make his face seem textured. But yeah, that's one that comes up a lot. Or Obito. He could work. I don't think I'm going to put him on here, though. I don't think I want to put my guy on this page. I just wanted to add the Tintails. I didn't want for this page to seem like it was too much. I wanted for Sasuke to stay the focus. Definitely wanted for Sasuke to be the main focus of this one. Everybody else is in bro's world. Sarada, it's cool too, but I still want. Ain't really what I'm going for. Ain't really what I'm going for. Not on this one. Make swear. Tintails is slowly but surely coming together. Hear me out, Sakuna. She really a part of his life. What is above the Tintails? It's Sasuke's Susanoo. It's like think like a samurai creature armor thing that be flying around. So what Sasuke be riding around in. But yeah, he's up there. That's what Sasuke be flying around in. This is Uber. We always ambidextrous, so did I take practice? Well, I took advantage of the fact that I could always write with my left hand, but I'm more of a righty overall. Like when it really comes down to it, I'm more of a right-handed person. Like in the grand scheme of things. I'll tell y'all, man, as I'm like looking at the details, it got such a particular design. It's definitely peculiar looking. It like looks like a, never mind. What's that girl could be his ride or die? You talking about Sakura? Young Sakura. You said yeah. Well, like kind of what I was saying with Sarada and Itachi being mentioned, bro. It's cool. But this one, I want it to be strictly grounded in my guy. That was part of the reason why I also didn't put Naruto. They could make sense. They could make sense, but you say Hinata? But what about her? Like in theory, bro, they could fit onto this page, but I'm leaning it more towards. I'm leaning away from him. Make this to where his arm comes down a little bit. the Ten Tails arm. I think I'm gonna have some of his tails behind it too. Maybe not all of them, but just a few, just off in the background. Just off in the background. I feel like the Ten Tails almost remind me of one of them SCP monsters or something, like Siren Head or something. Is that even? Yeah, the baby. I feel like the Ten Tails reminds me of like Siren Head. There was a minute where the little SCP dudes was trending. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. I know it. Somebody for sure knows what I'm talking about. 10. Is that tough? Bro, got to get the 23 and B. He said better. I'm just adding like some little details to the Ten Tails. Might have like some of his hands off in the background. It's not too much, but it's just enough going on. He's kind of just like looming off in the background behind Sasuke. The Ten Tails. I'm trying to make his body like separated from his actual tails. Like there's still gonna be some kind of looming more in the background. Somebody tough as Hagoromo. Hagoromo could work, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He could. I could probably. It would make sense for me to put bro on here too. Gotta make it so the tails don't blend in too much with his face. Like they gotta be of the same. They gotta like look similar, but you don't want it to be too close. It's a Shiba. Weird thing about the Boruto series. I mean, I don't like hate it. I don't really watch it personally. I left it off. I watched a little bit of Boruto, but I didn't go like as deep into it as I did with Naruto. I kind of like, I started it and I accepted that it wasn't gonna be what I thought it was. And that's, like I said, bro, Naruto sets such like a high standard, you know. Sometimes you gotta just let it be what it is. And with that said, man, I watched it, but it's been years now. It's definitely been years. And whenever I was keeping up with it, I was like watching more of the anime. And the anime is a lot slower. It's definitely a lot slower. But I'm going through the drawing of some of the individual Ten Tails. Some of much the necessary. Occasionally, you can catch me reading a Naruto manga or Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Well, I mean, they're solid. I didn't ever really keep up with that much with Yu-Gi-Oh, but Naruto definitely goes hard. Even if you know what's gonna happen, it's still like cool to just have on the side, you know. Even if you know exactly where the story is gonna go. Just for the love of the game, you know. Just for the love of the game. Yu-Gi-Oh manga, they were peak. You might even reread it. Like if you enjoy it enough, I could definitely see the vision with it. I could definitely see the vision for sure. Whenever I hear Yu-Gi-Oh, I think about that clip of old buddy that was like, it should have been me, not him. Every time, I don't really know anything else in the anime, bro. But every time I think about that clip, I think about dude that was like, it should have been me, not him. Dude said it should have been me, not him. With that said, it was more focused about the pendant turning him into the alternate self, and he was low-key a demon. Hey, every time I see that meme, that was like a generational clip for real. I'm pulling up this reference. Just hang on. Hang on 1 second. One moment. You said, is this hard? It's not easy necessarily, but I should be doing my thing. I just be doing what I be doing. Just give me a second while this loads. Right now. No. You said, yo, Gramps, I was gonna focus on the pendant. Said, what style is this? It's like ambidextrous scribble art, Brody. It's like a form of scribble art. I been kind of like more just absorbed in what the heck is going on here. I wanted to draw the Sage of Six Paths off in the kind of like the sidelines almost. The Sage of Six Paths. You said, bruh, how? You definitely learn the more that you do. And in that, you just got to keep experimenting. That's what I did. You got to keep on experimenting. He said, Orichi, he said his wig, hang on, Barrett Lockin. I love experimenting. I don't know what you mean by that, Brody. I don't know what you mean by that. But I was saying it just in the sense of just kind of mess with what your pens or your pencils. You can use pens if you want to, but you can use whatever you got access to. You can really use whatever you got access to. I like pens because they're like a lot more simple. You said, let me clarify. Can you do self-portraits? I don't really draw humans like that, but I draw like a lot of anime characters. I draw like a lot of anime. Let me draw his ears now. I gotta make it to where his cloak is almost like Madara's. You saw how having that Orochimaru? Yeah, all right, buddy. Yeah, this one is gonna be the Sage of Six Paths. I'm drawing this hair in right now. I wanted to make it to where it was separated. You could see his features still, but it doesn't blend in too much. How long does it take? I've been on this page for about maybe like an hour or two. It hasn't been that long. It hasn't been that long at all. I gotta like make his jacket almost like Moderus. On Discord server set up tomorrow, right? Yo, wait, what? Word? How long does it? When you say word, like what you mean? Nah, that man did not get the verification. That man that's some cap. Yo, you gotta slow down, bro. Slow down. That is some extreme cap. Yeah, Unc, you said? I said I was starting this sooner than later. Not immediately, though. Not immediately. Not yet. Not... Let me make this to where his jacket comes up a little bit. You say, hey? I appreciate it, Gina. Yo, thank you for the army too, AJ. The late night double-handed bandage at it again, bro. You worded that kind of strangely, Mac. You worded that kind of strangely. Yo, I'm about to start exiling people, bro. He said, real, yo, what's going on, man? That's a crazy way to put that. Yo, how did you... Yo, what you mean by that, bro? What's going on? I don't know about that one, man. Watch it live for 100 minutes. Even hey, I didn't realize. Yo, see, y'all taking that out of context. I didn't even know it. They don't even feel like it done been 100 minutes, man. That's insane. That's insane, indubitably. Indubitably, indeed. Bro, you just gave them ammunition, bro. Just gave them ammunition. That was a crazy way to put that. Like I like messed up my whole way of even processing the, yo. Yo. Like you gonna make a goon corner in the live is crazy. That is crazy, Brody. But nah. A designated place is insanity. I'm shaping in the rest of my guys' fingers. You say you're really snapping. Apply hands and feet to physical form. Nah, I'm drawing in bro's hands right now. His cloak is almost like Moderus. But I figured that he would definitely match the vibe that I'm going for on this page. The Sage of Six Paths. That's Moderate. That's who he was trying to like imitate his powers. I was trying to imitate my guy. One more 9. And how about Jason Even Hands as an alias? That's not as bad as the late night double-handed bandit, bro. That just sounds kind of crazy. You can't like you have to. Yeah, that was kind of. Hey, that was kind of crazy. The late night double-handed bandit is insanity. That's definitely pushing it. Jump in disbelief. Thank you. Not forgetting Corey, you part of the Tantalus trio. Nah, I can't take Pink's place. That's y'all's thing. That's y'all's magic, bro. I ain't gonna take away from that. That is definitely that's y'all's magic. I'm not taking away from what y'all built. Double-handed bandit is cold. Let me see. Nah, bro, you don't even know what's going on in this chat, bro. See, like on a regular basis, that don't sound insane. Like it's not as insane as it can be, but you're in the right circumstance. In the right circumstance, it sounds kind of insane, Brody. It sounds kind of insane. But to be honest, I guess it's all about how you look at it. It is all about how you look at it. In the reference I was looking at, he was kind of like sitting down. The sage. Make it to where his little like robe thing is kind of extended outwards at his shoulder. Let me see. And I'm trying to make his fit seem actually alive and vibrant. Kind of like there's like a lot of folds and bends in it. That's how he's depicted in the show. But in the picture I was looking at, his robe is kind of, you can see it just creasing up. Kind of how like a shirt or something would be in real life. You can see the folds and stuff in it. You can see the folds and all that. I'm thinking I'm gonna give him some of the truth-seeking orbs around him too. This should really bring this one together. He looks mad. He probably not in the moment. He probably was. Dude sitting there spawning him back to the overworld, taking him out of his retirement. I would have been mad too. Like, what you mean this dude just sat there and like tried to DIY recraft my power? Yeah, I'd be mad too. Facts. I'd be mad if dudes was like DIY trying to recraft he had like Super Sage mode or something in Naruto. And Madara sat there and like remade his powers basically. Sat there and like recrafted his abilities. I'm gonna make this go off the page just a little bit. It's like an awkward place, kind of like right off of the center. And make it to where really like I'm putting like a lot of focus and trying to make this seem extra like layered with the red and the blue. Because when he's depicted, he's normally like sitting down. Yo, thank you too, Sagittarius. And I'm gonna give you some of my art, bro. So you put out his Zen moment. Now you about to go ham. Are you talking about like bro sitting? Yeah, I've been kind of like a little bit more absorbed into this one. A little bit more absorbed. I wanted for this one to be more themed around Sasuke, even though I kind of made it grounded. It's Naruto in general, but I wanted for Sasuke to be the main part of this one. I wanted for that man Sasuke to be the main pull. give him some of the truth-seeking orbs to really tie this one all together. Make him have the sage. But as I was saying before, this is all some more Naruto grounded stuff, which is an anime. But here's everybody on here. I'm gonna show off the whole page. There might still be something missing here. There might be something else missing. I think this is gonna be where I call it too. I'm not gonna do like a full-on extended out live how I normally would. I got a little bit of editing I'm gonna get done tonight. But I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all though, man. Here's for the Sasuke theme page. I don't think there's anything else missing from here. Not that I can immediately think of, at least. But yeah, man, I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all. And until next time for sure. Indubitably. Indubitably indeed. Here, actually, wait, there is something I'm missing. Hang on. There is something I'm definitely missing. Real quick. Actually, hang on. It's not done. Something so like low key. Cause if I don't add this, it's gonna bug me. If I put that out, nah, he's missing his little marks in his eyes. Something extremely low key. Let's see, one more thing. One more minor detail. I'm gonna add his little tomoe. Little marks on his eyes. I'm just barely shade it into. You don't want to do too much, but just to make it seem more colorful. Seem more Sasuke-esque. Okay, I think that was the missing piece. Maybe. Okay, I think that was the missing piece though. I think that I'm gonna call it though. I don't want to add nothing else that's gonna completely just mess up the whole vibe I'm going for. But as I was saying before, man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this one. And I'm gonna see y'all when I see y'all, man. Have a good night and take it easy. Take it easy indeed. All right, Brody, I'll see you when I see you. Yo, you too, man. Take